Hi guys, good morning. So today we are going to be talking about how to boost your immune system. I know that nowadays we are concerned about the coronavirus and we want to be as strong as possible and as healthy as ever. So I hope that these recommendations are suitable for you at this time. And well, let's get it started. If you think that someone can benefit from listening to this or from seeing this video, then please tag them so they can have access to the information. So what to do and what not to do. What boosts your immune system? Your immune system needs, of course, foods and plenty of liquids to be able to work. And that's the basic biology as a human species. So what we need to provide to our body are mainly first protein. Protein is an essential nutrient. It's actually the building block of the immune system. So you need to be getting enough protein. And it's best if you get it from animal sources, and it is more bioavailable and it's easier to absorb. And it's a complete protein, of course. So then you'll know you're getting at least the basic nutrients to build up on the immune system, right? Second, it will be for you to include plenty of vegetables, okay, and mostly greens. All greens are pretty much antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory, so that works out. And the aromatic herbs like cilantro, parsley, like basil, they are also very high in antioxidants. And of course, they are antivirals. So if you can include those during your day, and you can even make tea out of those, or you can make green dips with that. How do you do a green dip? Well, you put a whole bunch of parsley and cilantro along with some Greek yogurt, which is protein, some avocado, which is a healthy fat, a little bit of avocado oil, and you put that into the food processor along with salt and pepper, and you can use that here, there, and everywhere, like Dr. Sue says. So you can include that into your meat. You just put the dip pretty much like in a scoop on top of the chicken or along with your salad. So those are options on how to get more greens in, especially if you have restriction for, at the stomach, right? It's hard to get many greens. So another good option is to cook your vegetables, because they of course have a much more volume when they are raw, but once you cook them, then the volume of course get a lot smaller, so it's easier to get them in, and that's how you get more vegetables in. Other antiviral foods are ginger, turmeric, garlic, onion, leeks, of course, and other anti-inflammatory foods are mushrooms. So if you can get some dried mushrooms, and if you can include mushrooms along with, say, your eggs, or include those in a salad, that's a great addition just to then again reduce inflammation. And what I mean by inflammation might be chronic inflammation. So if you have obesity, and if you have diabetes, and if you have high blood pressure or an already immune disease, then it means that your body is inflamed. It has inflammation at cellular level. So that's why these anti-inflammatory foods are important for you. Other antiviral foods are honey and apple cider vinegar. So if you can include that, not only through infusions, but you can also use that in, say, some fermented foods, like, for example, fermented lemons, to which you include some apple cider vinegar. So not only you'll have lemons available for you for 2, 3, even 5 months, you will also be getting the probiotics, and you will be getting the antiviral benefits from apple cider vinegar. Antibacterial foods are pretty much the same as the antiviral foods. So include lots of lemon, lots of onions, lots of ghee and garlic. every day, and those are going to help you fight the pathogens, any type of pathogens, because not only we want to fight the coronavirus, but we want to fight all other types of pathogens, so we don't use a bed that should be reserved for those who could get a lot sicker than us, right? So we don't want to use a bed if we only have the flu. So we should protect ourselves for everything as of right now. And what not to do? Well, you shouldn't be eating processed foods. You shouldn't be eating refined sugar. And you shouldn't be having any alcohol. And of course, no processed drinks. Why is that? Well, every time we have some sugar into our body, every time that we have alcohol, then we do have an inflammatory response. And that's something our bodies can deal with, sort of, because once you cross the tolerance, once you put your tolerance when you are getting 150 pounds of sugar in a day, which is the average intake in the US of sugar, that is way too much. So you're crossing your barrier of tolerance. So of course the inflammatory response is going to be high, and of course you're going to be getting some diseases related to that, as the diabetes, high blood pressure, immune responses, and obesity. So in order to reduce the inflammatory response, it's important for you to avoid carbohydrates. Now, fruits are carbohydrates, and it's okay to have fruits at this time because they have antioxidants, they have fiber. But just make sure that when you eat your food, you're eating that along with protein and healthy fats, say some Greek yogurt and nuts and seeds. So in that way, you're not going to be dumping the carbohydrate intake so fast into your intestines. Therefore, you're not going to be getting the high glycemic response in your body. Therefore, you're not going to be having such a high inflammatory response. And pretty much the same thing goes with the processed drinks, say the sodas and other commercial products. And naturally, alcohol is part of that. So you don't want to be using your nutritional resources to deal with, or to be wasted, let's put it that way, to be wasted into dealing with sugar, alcohol, and processed foods. So avoid doing that. Stick to the formula: protein, fiber, and fats. As you see, that's the best formula that we all can have. And when it comes down to fiber, which is vegetables and fruit, then make sure that you have variety. So that pretty much means color. So if you have protein, color, and fats, you're going to be doing very good. So stick to the recommendations on how to avoid getting infected by this virus. Stay strong. Okay, we're going to be doing good. Take good care of yourself and take good care of your people. So please give me the like button, so I'll know that you've seen this video. This is not being recorded live because we're not going to be at the office tomorrow. But you can still place your comments down below, and we will make sure to respond back to you. You should also visit the Obesity Control Center website for further information about the coronavirus. Alrighty? So take good care, guys.